Hello, and welcome to Love, Peace, and Happiness Tarot for the download, being recorded for you December the 13th, 2020. I'm just going to send out my personal notifications. And if you have questions, there are facts below the video in the description box. Check those out. You can find the answers you need there. And if there's still more, the ways to contact me are also there. So we're going to get into your messages in just a moment here. Give you a chance to tune into the show, post these notifications so others can join us as well. We're going to begin with our words of clarity for love, peace, and happiness. These are some things for our consideration to increase those qualities in our life of love, peace, and happiness. If anybody wants a personal mini read at the end of the general session, the directions for that are below in the facts in the description box as well. Hola, chola. What's up, Sonny? First commenter of the day. Hey, loving it. All right, so let's see what's going on for today. Words of clarity for love, peace, and happiness. What do you have for us today? All right, there they go. 3 of them all at once. Okay, the bottom of the deck we have is relate. How are you relating to everything happening in your life at this time? Everything is happening for a reason. And there's this question of how do you relate? For love, connect. Connect in love. For peace, we have content and content. Are you content and in peace? And where would you like to bring more peace into the content of your life? And conditional, unconditional. I said conditional, but it says unconditional in the place of happiness. Making our happiness unconditional to the situations and circumstances around us really is a benefit, because then those externals cannot dictate how we're feeling in the moment and whether or not we're happy. So let's see what is the overall energy on earth for us today from the published Words of Clarity deck. So connect, content, and unconditional. We have the word intend. The bottom of the deck says gratitude. This intend card is asking us to get our pen and paper out and write down some of the things that we like to bring out in our life. When's the last time you did some creative journaling? And journaling is extremely creative, is what I hear. And journaling is extremely creative because what it does is it connects your synapses so strongly that your brain is lit up more powerfully. So it's one thing to think about what you want. It's one thing to talk about what you want. But when you're writing about what you want, you're hearing your voice in your head because you're actually speaking it out. Even if it's just in your head, you can speak it out loud as well. But the intricate muscle movements involved in writing and creative journaling add so much more power to your intentions, okay? So it's like, I feel like it's a powerful time for us to really sit and write the next phase of our life as though everything worked out exactly perfectly for us. And maybe you don't know what that looks like, but you know what it might feel like. You know the qualities of feelings you would like to bring into your experience. So those would be the points of focus in that writing for you. Maybe you do know exactly what you want in specificity. Okay, well, in that case, then it would benefit you to get in that good feeling place and write those things down. The point of affirmations, journaling, prayers, and such is the energy behind it. When there's an energy of high vibration while you're doing these acts of creation, you'll find that the acts of creation will come through in a high vibrational way. If you're not feeling so good, then we would first address those things, because I feel like there's somebody who's not feeling so hot right now. And if that's the case, then I would write down, what is the feeling you're having? Where in your body are you feeling it? And is it really in your power to do anything about it? Is it an internal thing or an external thing? And just get those things out on paper. And you'd be surprised at how many of the things that leave you feeling unhappy, unfulfilled, are not really in your power, right? A lot of times when we feel that dissonance inside us because we're trying to control an external situation or circumstance, when really the only thing we have power over is ourselves and our position at any point in time in a situation, mentally, emotionally, and physically. Okay. So, connect, content, unconditional, relate. So it's like somebody really needs to do this of how are they relating to the conditions in their life, you know? Because, excuse me, thank you, I heard that. Because when you're discontented with your own situation, there'll be more discontent coming in behind it. And the point is to live a good life, enjoy your life, you know, that's the point of life, enjoying it, learning new things, and moving through it in a way where you become more and more your authentic self every day. So let's see what the download wants to offer for us today to go with our experience. What is this experience about today? Thank you. All right. So from the download, it says it had to heal to grow. Love it. It had to heal to grow. And I feel like we've been through such a huge healing phase. So let's see what's going on in the experience today. You have the Queen of Wands and the Hierophant. And the Hierophant is in reverse. So, hold on. They say just keep pulling all the cards out. Seven of Swords and the Page of Pentacles. Below we have the Seven of Pentacles and the King of Wands. In the past, we have the Four of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. In the headspace, we have the Three of Swords and the Magician. In the near future, we have the Nine of Swords and the Strength card, and I'm told to stop there. So, I see somebody in your experience is throwing a fit because they got caught. Somebody got caught doing something sneaky, underhanded. And I feel like as a result, you're pulling back. You're like, yeah, I'm just going to sit back and wait and see what happens from this. This is something you really committed to. It's something you're very passionate about. This is a situation where if it's a relationship, you and this person could be married or at a higher level of commitment. I feel like, yeah, somebody got married in the recent past, and now some truths are coming out. There's some hurt there, though. Because somebody's realizing they've been sold a false bill of sale. You've been sold a plot of beachfront property right here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Honey, I'm sorry. So, I feel like moving forward, you're determined to take your power back and clean up this mess. Clean up this mess, because this is looking like a mess for you right now, an emotional mess. It got you in your head, got you in the state of worry, got you wondering why God let this happen to you. Let's go ahead and look at your actions. The Eight of Wands and the Five of Wands. Yeah, that's you cleaning up the mess. You're going to confront whatever is going on. You're not letting nothing slide. You're going to address anything that's coming up. You know, you're cleaning up the mess for reals, and it's not exactly easy. There's a lot of cleanup work to do here. I mean, it's heavy duty clean. So this is like, for a lot of you, I feel like this is cleaning up your own ideas, because you really thought this was going to be something more than what it is. And apparently you had this whole vision of everything. Some of you were really taking the lead in this situation, where you were giving a whole lot more energy, time, finances, love to the situation, a lot more nurturing and care than the other parties involved. For some of you, this is definitely a family situation where somebody's become overwhelmed, and there could be some fears in letting them take care of what they have to take care of for themselves. But I feel like you're gonna do the hard thing, and for you, it feels like it's the hard thing to do, which is say what you need to say and do what you need to do and clean up this mess. Let's see the other side of this situation. The Eight of Swords and the Four of Swords. I feel like you think somebody just lazy. Somebody just feels like they just lazy. They're happy to sit back and take their beauty treatments while you're busy trying to clean up this mess. So this will be like in a family situation where, somebody's busy just not even caring about the condition of the home and what needs to be done around the home. They're more focused on, oh, well, I need to rest. This is a very snooty booty type of behavior going on from somebody, and it's got somebody else like, this is some BS. There's some BS right here. Why I got to do everything all the time? Somebody's saying that. In a relationship, this is like a person is trying to figure out how to get past a problem that has come up with you, because apparently, you are feeling very hurt, very betrayed, very disappointed in a situation. And it is because somebody tried to pull a slick one, but you found out all about it. All the truth came out. And when they try to pull a slick one, they thought they had it all in the bag. Yeah, guess again, sucker. Because you saw through all that mess, whatever it was, you saw through the mess. If this is a friendship, this is like a friend that you might have made in college or something like that. Y'all had a lot in common. You did a lot of cool stuff together or whatever like that. Somebody's still in college right now while we're talking about it. And the thing of it is, this person, you started to see how they treated other people. And you begin to realize, well, shit, if they're going to do that to them, I better watch out for what they might do to me. So now you're looking at this person with a whole nother set of eyes. Like, they ain't really sure what they're about all the time. They like to keep shit and do shit on the side, little dirty mess stuff. And you see this about this one. And so you paying attention a little bit differently now. I feel like for somebody who's in college, this is like a dorm mate. They still do dorms. I don't know. I never went to college. I guess they would. But if it's not a dorm mate, it's a roommate. I feel like it's somebody who you living with. And you're seeing how they're a slick talker. You're seeing how they ain't got no problem pulling off little stunts on folks just to get over or get their way or get whatever it is, little manipulative stuff that they be doing. When you see it and you're like, no, honey, you're keeping an eye out. You're very watchful. And it's almost like whoever's on the other side of this table, they don't think you see what they doing, but you're seeing it for sure. Somebody here wanted to apply for a loan, and they're very concerned. Is it going to come through? This loan is for a family home. You've been working real hard to try to get this together, working on getting your credit together and stuff, but you got some fears in your head. And they're saying you'll be very surprised that you will be approved in this and you'll feel relief. But they're saying the big problem here is that you worry so much. You got to quit that worrying mess, because it causes delays. So like the loan approval could have come through real quick, but because you've been worrying back and forth, now they done lost a piece of paper. They done got busy, their computer shut down, something like that. It caused a delay to get back to your answer to you. Let's look at what's going on inside of you. We have the World and the Ten of Cups. Okay. Well, boy, oh boy, with the World coming out inside of you, you're feeling good. With the Ten of Cups, that's a card of bliss. You're really proud of yourself. First off, whoever trying to get this loan, you're proud of yourself that you made it this far, because it's been a long time coming, and this is something you really wanted, okay? In regards to this friendship, I feel like you have good people around you, and you've had many good people around you, and you're just in this phase of, you know what? I know what to include, and I know what not to include. And I feel like you're going to be creating a little bit of a degree of separation between you and this roommate person. You won't be as open in this. Maybe it's not in the physical experience, right? But you are definitely creating a degree of separation. In other words, you won't be telling them every little thing. You won't let them watch your bag while you go off to the bathroom while you're at the restaurant. You're going to take your bag with you. Whatever that is, however that shows up. I just see a little bit of separation. In regards to a relationship where somebody got caught with some sneaky behavior, as difficult as it is for you, I feel like you're going to do the difficult thing. And I feel like you're just looking for this whole situation to come to an end, because at this point you're like, there's no trust. If we ain't got trust, we ain't got shit. Let's look at some outcome energy on your behalf. Wow, the Devil in the outcome with the Six of Pentacles. All right. Interesting the way that's coming out, because it's saying to me that you done broke the power of the devil in your life. And it's interesting because it's like where they gave you devilish energy, it's going right back to them now. In other words, I ain't taking your little devil no more. You can sit up there and have your double devil energy. The kid is dressed like a devil. You're going for what you want also. So whoever was looking for the loan, you're going to get what you asked for. You're going to get what you want. It's coming through for you. I feel like somebody is going to be really looking for, you let go of a relationship, and the thing of it is, now you're like, I could get anything I want now. So there's a part of you that's really excited about the end of this relationship, because you're like, okay, what else is there out there for me? I want to clarify this Devil and Six of Pentacles right quick. The King of Swords and the Five of Swords. This decision leaves somebody feeling a lot of hurt. They're feeling cut out. Somebody's feeling cut out of a deal here. And it leaves you with all your stuff. Justice and the Knight of Swords. Okay, yeah. Somebody was trying to pull a slick one, and you went for what's fair and balanced for you. You did what was right for you. Somebody having a difficult time with that. The Knight of Cups and the Empress. Recognizing your own self-worth, and then you have a lot more prosperity and abundance available for you right now. More is going to be revealed in regards to your prosperity and abundance. You have huge success coming your way, and you're feeling really successful because you did the difficult thing. You did the difficult thing to clean up this mess, whether it was a relationship or whatever. You cleaned up, like I said, somebody cleaned up their credit. Somebody cleaned up a relationship that was just a mess already. Somebody's cleaning up a connection with a family member, or maybe this is in the realm of business where somebody was just not following the game plan, right? Two of Swords, a decision is going to be coming up with this, with the Page of Swords. Yeah, you're going to get a phone call, an email, a text message, and they're going to be an offer in that And you're going to have to decide, do I want this or not? So I feel like for a lot of you, this decision is a past person, somebody you separated from, that is feeling some regrets, some sorrows they can't get out of their head about it, about the ending that came up, and they're going to be contacting you with apologies, or maybe it ain't even an apology. Maybe they going to contact you because they want their mail, or they forgot something or whatever, and it's like, well, not my problem. Not my problem. Is the energy that I get from you on that. Overall, what's some advice if somebody is really relating to this? The Knight of Swords with the Six of Cups. This saying for you, address the fact that this is a soulmate. This might have a very strong connection from past life, especially if this is a romantic connection. But it's all linked back to some of your experiences from past life. And past life doesn't mean in another lifetime in this sense. They're talking about, when you were a kid, that was a whole nother life from when you were a teenager. Is a whole nother life from when you was in your 20s. Is a whole nother life from in your 30s. So somehow this situation keep going back to where you were. And it's also talking about, if you want to really be free from the situation, it's in your best interest to stop thinking about reminiscing and stuff. Reminiscing isn't going to help you let go. Not in this situation. Oh, absolutely not. What's available? What assistance is available? We have the Wheel of Fortune. Ooh, loving it. With the Judgment card. So in regards your decision that you made, what's assisting you is that you made the decision, that you stick with the decision, and that changes your fates. That changes the Wheel of Fortune to turn in your favor in a way that it has not been experienced by you yet. And so this is really, really good. I just want to have the new deck that I used yesterday. I think I used it yesterday, if not the day before. I want to get something from the Soul's Journey for you and see what comes out of here before we close it off. What guidance do you have for our viewers? It had to heal to grow. So whatever the situation was is an indicator of some healing that's happened to you, that's happened for you. You're different. That's why you're able to make these choices, because you healed. And what did you heal was your self-worth, your deservability, what you deserve, pride. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. So somebody was dealing with a prideful person. Somebody was dealing with a very prideful person to the point of arrogance. But you're a proud person too, and it ain't nothing wrong with being proud of yourself. As a matter of fact, that arrogant person could have tried to get you to put your own self-pride aside, but you've healed enough to where that's not something you're willing to do any longer. That's not something you're willing to do at all. Health. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. If somebody letting go of whatever situation this was for you, this was about, that wasn't healthy for you, and you recognized it, okay? In regards to business, somebody isn't getting involved in a health and well-being business, some sort of wholeness, holistic, health-wise, your business. It could be in the metaphysical way or in some other more mundane way, but it's related to health. Okay, what else we have? Growth came out. It says, I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. So this is about your growing awareness. Somebody is, understanding that you've literally outgrown some situations. There are certain things you can't tolerate because you've grown. You've been through this healing process that's given you great growth. Let's get some more. What else do we have for our viewers today from this deck? Thank you. Self-esteem. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. And I hear, rather than putting your energy in other words, rather than putting all your eggs into one basket, you are using your confidence, your skills, your abilities to be of benefit to as many as possible. Okay. Freedom is at the bottom of the deck. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. Okay. So yeah, you've broken free from an energy that was feeling very restrictive. The Seven of Cups is at the bottom of the Housewives Tarot, talking about open up options and possibilities. You got options on the table. Which cocktail would you like? You know, the life is being delivered up to you, and you've got choices to make of what you want to order from it. Okay, the bottom of the deck with my Handmaid Tarot is the King of Wands. So this is about what you're doing with your physical energy. This is about what actions you're taking. Are you taking the active steps that honor, you know, your freedom, your sense of freedom, in opening up these opportunities for yourself to be free? I want to pull from the Sacred Traveler Oracle cards. I really do like this deck a lot. So let's see what's the messages for us from here. What's the guidance? What is the guidance we have for today to go with our reading, please and thank you? What guidance do you have for us today? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. In the flow, everything is smooth sailing. Love it. Now that you've freed yourself from these restrictive energies, you're opening up opportunities for you. I feel like even in business, you know, you're getting in the flow with what your life is calling you forward to do, you know. If you're in business and it is, I'm hearing COVID proof, you know what I'm saying? Everything is going to go very smooth. Fellow travelers, support is all around you. I feel like anybody who let go of a connection with another person. So for example, if this was in love, did you let go of that connection because something wasn't kosher? You're going to be connected to other prospects for yourself that would be a better match. And it's like any of them will be better match anywhere. And in the meantime, you'll pick up new friends as well. Some of them are just going to turn out to be friends. Likewise, if you let go of a friendship, I see new friends coming in. I see people who are more in harmony with your spiritual values. Okay. What else do we have for guidance for our viewers, please? And it's also saying, you know, spend more time. If you've been feeling alone, spend more time with those who are like-minded. You know, people who are of relatable values, people who relate to you, who you connect with in love and peace and happiness. Try it. Let's see what else we have for guidance, please and thank you. Lachey, the directions, if you want to get a mini read, are below the video. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You want to get your donation in right away if that's free, if that's something you're going to do. Let's see. All right. So we got two more for guidance. Wise leader, you are a beacon for others. Yeah, see, some people weren't supposed to find that spot. And now that you've removed yourself from certain situations, you know, what is meant to come towards you is coming your way. Some of you are attracting like a somebody who is wiser than you, whether it's in business, friendship, or spirituality. This is going to shed some light on some things for you. But I feel like a lot of you are being brought together with a tribe of people, and you're stepping into a leadership position with it, okay? The view from above, get the big picture. So I feel like they're asking you to zoom out of your personal feelings about that and see the overall picture of what exactly was going on there. Like zoom out, you know, to be able to see how everything is coming into play to help you get exactly your goals. And a lot of your goals, it required you to heal to grow into an energy that will help you be in alignment with accomplishing it, right? At the bottom of the deck here, we have ascending the mountain, keep going forward. So It has been a challenge. It has been an obstacle there, but you've gotten through it. That's why it's at the bottom of the deck. It's not in the cards coming out now. This isn't what you're dealing with at this time. This is something you've already moved through. And that's putting you in energy of alignment with your power. You're being groomed to be a leader, and about health and well-being. So even in personal relationships, you're able to identify healthy interactions as well as unhealthy interactions, and you know how to give time and space for that healing to happen. But you also know where you've outgrown some of this stuff, and where you outgrown a situation because somebody didn't evolve and grow with you. That's fine. What's interesting about that is the way I'm getting is because you're making the moves of growth and prosperity for yourself. It's like what you do for one is done for the other. It's done on both sides of the experience. So even if they don't recognize it in their physical consciousness yet, their soul has gone through a healing process. And even in your letting go, there is a healing in that happens, okay? So with all that being said, let me check my phone and see if we're done for today. I see, thank you so much, Sunny. And thank you so much, Wanda. So let me see what cards. Okay, so I'm hearing card for guidance for you to go ahead and use the Starseed Oracle. So that's what we'll do. So we're going to start with Wanda, and then we'll do Sunny's. I got your donations in that order. So thank you both very much for supporting what I do here. So thankful and grateful. So Wanda wants a card for guidance. So what is the guidance for Wanda, please, at this time? Thank you, thank you, thank you. What is the guidance for Wanda at this time? Okay, here we go. It says, Earthed, learning how to be human in the world, but not of it. Ooh. Learning how to be human in the world, but not of it. So how can you be part of, you're in a human body, you got to be human, but how can you not be part of what's going on in the mass, in the immediate surrounding bodies? Interesting. In the immediate surrounding energies, because you're very I'm hearing you're very empathic. So let me just see what the book has to say for you. Give me 1 second. So Earthed. The challenge for all souls having a human experience is to be in the world but not of it. To realize there are souls having a human experience and be fully conscious of it. To have their soul fully embody their body. People's personalities tend to relate to either transcendence or immanence. Those who lean toward transcendence have a longing for the heavens and the metaphysical. They yearn for a personal experience with God and to be lost in the heavens. They're envious of the angels and are more comfortable praying and hanging out in the stars than on earth. Those who tend towards immanence have attached themselves more to earth and their body. They spend more time thinking about things in this physical world rather than connecting with the heavens or their own inner mystical worlds. Being a fully embodied soul having a human experience means finding the balance between transcendence and immanence, being in the world but not of it. Most starseeds are drawn toward transcendence. They're more comfortable with the angels and the heavens. Life on earth can be more difficult for them. If this is you, you're being reminded that you chose to be in a soul, in a body on earth, and you're being called to focus more of your energies in the physical world. To learn how to be human, a soul in a human body, fully present to what life on earth has to offer you. The Starseed Soul Inquiry asks, do you tend to long for the stars or be more in the physical? How can you find greater balance between the two? So it's calling for balance between your physical and your spiritual experience. and not to be over lost in one or the other, to live in the physical world, interact in the physical world, but also in the spiritual world as well. And it's saying that there's a possibility that you could be going more to spirit and detaching from the physical body. But we could see how, because you're living in a world where there's all types of stuff going on, you're empathic and all that stuff, right? So it's a very delicate balance that needs to happen. All right. So now we got Sunny. Thank you for your $20 donation today, Sunny. Let me see. Always tired. It ain't even low energy. It's no energy. What can I do about this? It's been a couple years now. Okay. So let's see. What can Sunny do about this no energy going on? What can Sunny do about the no energy going on for a couple years? Karmic relationships, Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, and conflict. Karmic relationships. Oh boy. So what else has been going on for a couple years? Wow. Let me just see what the book has to say. I feel like this has to do with other connections. See, Sunny, you've got this tendency to really connect with people and feed them a lot of energy. And I feel like it's like a need to pull your energy back. Pull your energy back like a lot, okay? The constellation Orion is thought by many to have been a place of great polarity and eventual unity. Some believe that many starseeds who were part of this cosmic history are incarnate on Earth now and are playing out karmic relationships from Orion times. Perhaps you're one of them. Polarity causes conflict and highlights separation. However, because of this, conflict can also result in unity and growth. Too many misunderstandings are caused when we don't open our heart and mind and see things from a different point of view. When we go into reactive second-guessing mode instead of gathering the courage to open our heart, we should admit that we may have reacted because of our own woundings and then find mutual ground. We're all innocent children looking to be seen, understood, and cherished. It's much harder to grow closer through conflict than it is to grow further apart. And yet, that's the invitation of conflict. It's easy to react and take things personally. It's more challenging to see the innocence of all involved and find a way to grow closer through the conflict. It's through relationships that we grow the most. How can you soften your heart and drop your defenses enough to see things from a different point of view? How can you see the innocence of all involved? How can you learn to see the similarities rather than the differences? Starseed Soul Inquiry. Which relationships do you find the most challenging? How can you see things from a different perspective? How are you being called to allow growth through the conflict? Okay. So definitely karmic connections with other peoples is cause some drain of your energy. But also the other thing that I'm getting, what you can do on a tangible, action-based, what I heard while I was reading that is, why don't you begin to tell your body before you rest, while you rest, you'll be fully recharged. And when you wake up, you'll be full of energy. The other thing you can do while you're awake and you're feeling no energy is you can use the power of visualization to draw in energy from everything that surrounds you. You're surrounded by walls, electricity, earth, sunlight, air. You're surrounded by all these other things. You don't have to draw it from the people. You can draw energy in from the things that are around you. So they say, try it now. All you got to do is breathe deep and thank all those things for giving you more energy. And the other thing you can do is even visualize the power of the sun. And you can feel what the sun feels like, meaning you don't have to be outside in the sun. If you can get outside in the sun, fine, do it that way. But if you can't get outside in the sun, you want to visualize the power of the sun and feel it coming into you and draw that energy force. So what they're asking you to begin to practice is energy draws. Also, in that, you can do these energy draws, but they're asking you to create a separation with the karmic relationships to where you're pulling your energy back. You're not feeding those karmic relationships so much because you have a tendency to want to be a helper. You want to be a fixer. You want to make everything better for everybody. Yeah, that shit is wearing you out. The one you had to make better for everybody was you. Okay? You want everybody better? The best thing you can do is make you better. And that's by focusing your energy and allowing yourself to be the main receiver of the energy that you give should be you. Everybody else gets your overflow. And that's what's been happening is you've been given from your own source, not the overflow. If you can't overflow, then the answer is no, not right now, maybe another time. Because you've got to have the overflow to provide if you're going to be a giver, right? You've got to have the overflow. If you're not in a state of overflow, now you're draining yourself to give to someone else. And that's not going to really help you very much about your energy levels. So you might want to look at some things about how to pull your energy back from other people and how to really focus more on feeding your own life, your own energy. How to partake of your own energy and your own power. Because here's something that happens too when you're doing that, the fact that you're feeding energy to you is going to give you a greater sense of power. It's definitely going to make you more active. You'll find that you recharge faster during sleep because you're recharging more while you're awake. So one more thing we have for you, Sunny, is we want you to play with the ball of energy. We've done this on the show before. Put your two hands, hold them about a foot apart, and begin to move them closer. And when you feel the energy tense up in there, you can feel it between your palms. Then play with the energy. Get it flowing real good. Make it bigger. Make it a little bit bigger, right? And play with this energy. And when you get it feeling real strong and real good, put it into your own heart. Put your hands to your heart and push that ball of energy right into your heart. And that's going to give you more energy as well. And so you can imagine either a white light or a rainbow colored light. In other words, is it white pure light? That works too. Or is it the 7 chakra colors, which is our beloved rainbow? You can imagine it either way, but put that energy into yourself. So self-focus is important in the way you're using your energy right now. And that's why you felt so tired for so long, because you've been doing so much for others, trying to help this one, that one, and the other. And it's time for you to mother yourself, okay? So I'm just going to check my phone and see if we're complete for today. I want to thank you all so much for contributing to the channel. I've turned off all the monetization to the channel so you can watch it without having to look at different ads and stuff like that. So all of your donations mean so much. We're so thankful and grateful for your support. Until next time, it looks like we're complete. So I'm sending you the energies of love and peace and happiness. And I'll catch you back here later.